What's going on, everybody? My name is Ghost Dog, and this is my reaction to the Black Ops 7 info that we've received over the quote unquote Zombies week that we have had so far. This is the blog post that they made for Black Ops 7. We're going to go over this, we're going to go over the cinematic that they dropped, and we're going to go over all of the tweets and stuff that Treyarch has put out and all the little secret little sneak peeks that they have been releasing. I personally have not said anything about Black Ops 7 Zombies yet, just because I didn't really want to respond to all the rumors and all the quote unquote leaks that were coming out when Black Ops 6 was still a thing. And I was just kind of waiting until we had info, like actual solid 100% proof info to go over and to kind of discuss, and I can actually give my honest opinion on it all. So that's what this video is going to be about today. So before we begin, hope you guys enjoy this video. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more Black Ops 7 content and Zombies content in general. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get in. So from the Reckoning outro cutscene, we obviously know that Maya, Weaver, Carver, and Gray, as well as a different version of Dempsey, Nikolai, Tachyon, and Richtofen are all going to be in BO7. They came up in the Reckoning outro cutscene. Richtofen had a nice little quote right here, welcome to the party, and which is really cool. My only concern for this is I hope they do these characters right, because that was pretty much the whole point of BO4. They all died, broke the cycle, and were able to restore everything and fix everything, and basically wrap up the Ether story, and now they're back in a different version. But I mean, it's Dark Ether, so anything can happen in the Dark Ether. Um, so we're just gonna get right into it. Battle atop the headquarters of Project Genesis turns into a terrifying dimensional dive into the Dark Ether. Welcome to the party. After a tumultuous battle high atop of Janus Tower, celebrations are abruptly short-lived as Gregory Weaver, Dr. Elizabeth Gray, Major Mackenzie, Matt Carver, and Maya Aguinaldo are thrust into the Dark Ether dimension. And then here it's got the Ash of the Damned cinematic. The crew don't even have the time to pick themselves up from the ground before they're startled by the arrival of a welcoming committee. Okay, so that's just going over. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and watch it then. Okay, the Reckoning outro cutscene. There he is. There's our boys.
To the party.
I got that straight. It is a party, and y'all are the guests of honor.
Uh-oh.
Or, technically, the main course.
Look at that dude.
I know. Y'all are confused. So was I. But as they say, this too shall pass.
Oh, shit. What the hell? What did you do, absorb their soul?
See y'all real soon. In the meantime, why don't y'all get to know some of the natives?
Here they come. Hell yeah. Good old Nikolai. There's our boy Takio. Nice. There's our boy Ricky.
You all are some bona fide cutthroat killers. This is gonna be fun.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That cutscene is really, really cool. I actually enjoyed that. I like how each character kind of got their own little fighting scene or whatever. Um, yeah, no, that's a pretty good cutscene. I'm very curious to see who. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Very curious to see who this guy is about. I know there's a lot of speculation online from him being the Shadow Smith from Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. I would be really interested to see if that is the case and if they actually start tying the Modern Warfare 3 story into uh, Black Ops Zombies. Me myself, I didn't really care for the Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. Uh, wasn't really as interesting as Black Ops, and it just didn't really stick with me as well. But technically, it's still canon, so I guess it's got to connect at some point. Cool. So now it's just it is a party and all of the guests. Okay, so now it's just that's just going over the cinematic. It's got pictures of cinematic. I love that shot of our boy Richtofen, and that the quality is really good on these. I mean, really good. A southern drawl echoes across the lobby. All eight turn as mysterious figure slowly descends the lobby steps, his face hidden by a wide-brimmed hat. The man's polite turn of phrase is unnerving, but it's the caged totem skulls he carries in each hand that suggests a much more terrifying entity has entered the fray. Okay, so now it's just going over the video we just watched. Literally, it's just pictures and text from the video. Okay, I mean that's cool. That is another badass picture. Richtofen flying backward as he shoots the flames. Scully catches his jaw and violently expunges life force from the assembled crew, sucking essence into it. Okay, so yeah, it did extract their life force, leaving them all pale. Didn't kill them, just leaves them all pale. Sucking essence into its maw while sharing its meal with its master, seemingly granting the mysterious figure more than a taste of their souls. Satiated, he slowly turns and leaves, but not before summoning some immediate reanimated threats for the team to deal with. Okay. The drained crew scrambles into action, forced into a ballet of blood and guts as they slowly tear apart the undead. It's only after the eight of them step out into what was once the Janus Towers Plaza that a full realization becomes apparent. We're not in West Virginia anymore. I know, another in the Dark Ether, which I am very curious to see what they saw. You know, what the Dark Ether, maybe a little snippet of what the Dark Ether is looking like. Meet the expanded crew. Okay, you got all the characters. How and why are the crew transported to Dark Ether? Who are these never-before-seen incarnations of the original Zombies crew, and how did they get here? Who can be trusted? Find out in Black Ops 7 Zombies on November 14th. Until then, let's get to know all 8 dedicated crew members all over again as well for the first time. I am kind of curious. It's crazy. We've never had 8 zombie-specific characters for the mode. We've had 4 at most. You know, Primus was 4, Ultimus was 4. Trying to remember the other crew. The Transit crew was 4, and Black Ops 6 crew was 4. So it's very curious to see that now we got double the number, double the amount of operators, and you guys already know I'm going to be probably playing as Richtofen the whole time. Okay, so first we got Gregory Reaver, a Ranger trained CIA operative. Gregory Reaver's combat acumen and espionage know-how have carried him through countless engagements. After his mother defected from the former Soviet Union, Reaver dedicated his life to exceptional military service and clandestine operations. Haunted by tactical errors and driven by a desire to fight for something he believes in, Weaver stands strong with those who fight beside him. Weaver has been transformed by the fall of Janus Towers. No longer a shadowy spy master, he has become a hardened leader forged by sacrifice. With Buckingham shattered, he gathers the broken pieces in the fight against Dark Ether, determined to ensure his friends survive. Okay, so this is just info of characters we already know, that they already explained, the Black Ops 6. I like how it's just the pale version. They look so weird, all white and stuff, compared to the original forms. It's almost disturbing, honestly. A highly educated and brilliant scientist, Dr. Elizabeth Gray is renowned for her groundbreaking discoveries in the study of Ethereum. However, turbulent events and sinister uses of her discoveries led her down a dark path, transformed by years of imprisonment at the hands of the former director of Requiem, aka current Richtofen. She uses her genius and scientific mind to ensure her team maintains every tactical advantage. Gray walks away from Janus Towers with the victories tempered by a growing unease, a gnawing doubt that science may not be able to truly mend the damage it has wrought. Once a steadfast believer in reason, she now is starting to suspect that survival may demand something beyond the equations and experiments that once brought her comfort. There is more to life and violence than just science. Then we got Major Mackenzie. Major Mackenzie Carver comes from a family line of military excellence and distinguished himself with exceptional skill and commitment to his country and brothers in arms. Despite being stripped of his rank, he maintained his mental and physical discipline throughout his incarceration, determined to restore his reputation. Carver leaves Janus Towers with his fury at the Dark Ether sharpened, reforged into a burning clarity of purpose. No longer content to follow orders, he embraces the role of protector, seeking to carve out a future where humanity can stand on its own, free of masters either mortal or cosmic in nature. I see what they did there. Major Mackenzie Carver. Carve out a future. Very clever, Treyarch. I see what you did there. And then last of the new crew, we have Maya Aguinaldo. Again, looks super weird just being all white and pale. Like, her red jacket sticks out so much more now that she's all white. Trained in the family business of smuggling since she was a child, Maya Aguinaldo brings stealth, covert tactics, and her sharp mind to every engagement. Street smart and deadly, her effectiveness in combat comes from long years of honing her skills in infiltration, evasion, and misdirection. Her knowledge of the criminal underworld and its unorthodox tactics often come in handy, but unfiltered opinions and acid tongue can make it hard for her to win friends. Her pursuit of the syndicate that abducted her brother threw her into the Requiem's path when she helped her free their leaders on Terminus Island. Though out of her depth in the science and machinations of the Dark Ether, her grit, grief, and hard-earned street instincts made her an essential ally in a fight far larger than her own. Uncertain of her role with her newfound family, the events at Janus Towers removed her luxury of choice, as once again she has to throw in with allies old and new if she's to have any chance of survival, and she doesn't really get a choice because now she's trapped in a whole dimension. Here we go. Here's what I'm really interested in. Our new crew, Mr. Tank Dempsey to start off with. He's got one hell of a buzz cut. He's got tattoos like a motherfucker. And his outfit is sharp. That's all I'm going to say about it. Sharp. The incarceration of Tank Dempsey is a battle-hardened U.S. Marine who most recently fought through the jungles of 1968 Vietnam with grit, sarcasm, and a relentless will to survive. In this fractured reality, his distrust of his new companions and the unfamiliar surroundings have turned this otherwise dependable soldier into the unpredictable wild card of the group. Okay, so he's from 1968, fought in Vietnam. That explains the look. Nice. Next we got Mr. Takeo Masaki. Takeo Masaki is a disgraced Ronin who wandered 1591 feudal Japan. Holy crap, that is a time difference. Good lord. Without master or honor, carrying the weight of his exile as a yoke he cannot cast off. Bound by a code he only still barely believes in, he seeks redemption in the chaos of battle. His blade both a burden he must bear, and a judgment on his enemies. I don't know, man. That doesn't look like a blade to me. But my God, that explains his outfit, dude. All like ancient armor type stuff. He's from 1591 feudal Japan. Good lord, that is like centuries apart from 1968 Vietnam Dempsey. That is crazy. Here we go. Here's our boy, Nikolai Belinsky. Soviet tank commander Nikolai Belinsky arrives in the dark ether from the brutal mountains landscape of 1984 Afghanistan, where duty, disillusionment, and misfortune collided. Scarred by war and haunted both by betrayal and his own decisions, he masks his bitterness with dark humor, yet remains a steadfast warrior when the shells begin to fall. Okay, so 1984 Afghanistan. That's a 20-year difference between him and Dempsey, and again, centuries between both of them and Mr. Takio. Okay, so they're from different time periods. So where does that put Mr. Dr. Edward Richtofen? Oh, look at my boy. He's still got the mustache. And an amazing coat. Look at that. Is that... I wish I could zoom in, but that's the 935 logo right there. Yeah, that's the 935 logo. So he's already affiliated with Group 935, just like his Ultimus counterpart was. Even this version. Headset died. Anyways, this outfit looks a lot more like his Ultimus counterpart compared to his Primus counterpart, and his Ultimus counterpart was already affiliated with Group 935 as he is, so that is interesting. I wonder if he relates more to his Ultimus counterpart. Dr. Edward Richtofen, a brilliant but unhinged scientist and hero of the Reich, finds himself torn from 1945. Damn, so that's even further than Nikolai, and Dempsey. And a world where the Axis powers triumphed over the Allied nations. Oh, so in his dimension, the Nazis won. That is crazy. Okay, okay. Good old switch up. And of course, let's face it, they only won because of our boy, he carried. Shaped by ambition and tainted by corruption, he masks his innate sadism and considerable ego behind quick wit and a charming smile. He vows that reality itself will ultimately bow to his designs as classic Richtofen fashion. Ripped from their respective timelines, our expanded crew find themselves thrown together in an alien dimension, accompanied by old friends, uncertain allies, and something far, far worse. And coming into a blast, full zombies feel next week. Oh, but I thought it was this week. Wait, you know what? We got stuff this week, and apparently we're getting a full zombies reveal next week, so that's cool. That's kind of like maybe 2 weeks worth of zombies content. That's kind of cool. So I guess keep a lookout for. I'm going to make a video next week covering everything they release next week, which will be awesome. Head back here to the Call of Duty blog next week and prepare for a massive intel blast detailing extensive gameplay, systems, enemies, and feature content coming to Black Ops 7 direct from the Treyarch Zombies. Okay, so next week's going to have the juicy stuff, the extensive gameplay, the new systems, the new enemies, and feature content. Okay, cool. So next week's. I'm excited for next week. As long as they don't push it back like they already have. I was not the happiest when I heard that they pushed back zombies and then secretly changed the COD video they had, saying it was going to be a few weeks away, and then they changed it saying it was going to be even farther away. Yeah, I was mad right there with every one of you guys. So hopefully it's next week for sure. And then if it's not next week and they push it back again, we're just going to go on a riot. That's what we're going to do. Black Ops 7 beta dates confirmed. Early access October 2nd, October 5th, and open beta October 5th, October 8th. I did pre-order the game specifically for zombies, so I will be live streaming. I will be live streaming the early access, and I'll probably play again through open beta. And then right after that, Battlefield 6 is going to come out, and you know I'm live streaming Battlefield 6. I mean, come on, it's Battlefield 6, dude. But keep an eye out for that. I'll be live streaming the early access, kind of testing it out, see how it goes. Early access, pre-order the game on any platform, as well as eligible Game Pass subscribers. Plan launch, okay, doesn't really tell you what. Probably just multiplayer. Second part is free over. Plan begins on October 5th. Schedule contains 72 hours later. I'm saying October 8th. Okay, cool. Yeah, and that's just saying more to come in development credits. So that next up is we have Treyarch's official Twitter pulled up. And this is kind of, we're just going to go over everything that they've released across social media regarding little snippets and teasers, I guess, to Black Ops 7 Zombies that they've released this week. So first off, September 14th, this is the first thing that kind of came out as like a little sneak peek. Was this little video. Just some music. Got some zombie modes in the background. So, really all I can see is jumper cables, which I'm assuming is for the Wonder vehicle that is coming into the game, which I'm also very interested in seeing and I guess witnessing and experiencing, because it's the first time we have a Wonder weapon as a vehicle. So that's going to be cool. It's got a little compass spinning. Nothing too big, but kind of a little teaser right there. The next thing we got was a bunch of little radio transmissions. The first one is a warning emerges from the dark ether.
Mayday! Mayday! This is Echo 685. Position unknown. Repeat, unknown. Can anyone hear me? Shit, where am I? Instruments are dead. Altimeter spinning. Jesus, the clouds are glowing purple. There's electric discharge everywhere. I've never seen. Oh God, engine's failing. Controls locked. It's pulling me down. If anyone can hear me, do not. I say again, do not.
Well, shit. Okay, so we got a little distress call from inside the dark ether of somebody trying to reach out for help. That is very enthusing. The second one we got.
I don't know what. This is Senior Technician Molotov. I don't know what is happening. We were in launch, ignition countdown when whole facility, all of us, everything moved to this place. It was not an earthquake. Нет. This was something else. Man, Tavarish, gone into nothing. Rocket, frozen. How? Fire still burning under engines. No movement. Air taste of metal. Blood. Wait, нет. Something is out there. What is...
Okay, so that is what sounds like another distress call that came through of somebody reaching out, and it looks like both of them met very grisly ends. So I wonder if there's just kind of like regular, just regular trapped civilians in the game. I wonder if that's going to be something, and that's what these guys are. If these guys are important characters, or I don't know. Could be anything. And then we got another one. Oh shit. We got transit music. No way, dude. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, the nostalgia is hitting hard right now. See, even the zombies jamming out. Always gotta jam out the transit music. And then something came and ruined the vibe by cutting the transit music tradition. But damn! I know that the new Black Ops 7 is inspired from transit, but I didn't think they would be bringing transit directed things from it. So hearing the transit music again is cool. I really hope that is a feature in Black Ops 7, just kind of like how in Black Ops 6's The Tomb, there was the Origins music. That was a really cool nostalgic Easter egg. So no, that's really cool. That awesome. The next one is another radio. This one's more creepy. What? What the hell? Oh shit. That sounds like a fucking bear.
We're all gonna die.
Is that Ted? Oh, it sounds like Ted right there at the end. That is crazy. And a bear, what sounds like a bear roaring. That is, oh, that is crazy. September 16th. Today's the day. See y'all real soon. Okay, it's just a little snippet of Nikolai shooting that zombie, which is actually a really cool snippet. Okay, that is the cinematic. For a deeper dive in Black Ops 7, check out the COD blog. This is just the picture showing all 8 of them and the new baddie. Say hello to your new dedicated crew. Yep, that's got all 8 again. Ashes of the Damned is just the beginning. So Ashes of the Damned is the name of the first map. And look at that. I actually like that picture. That is a really cool picture. Just kind of all 8 of them just lined up, standing outside and going, "Oh shit, this isn't West Virginia anymore." That is a really cool picture. I like that. And then next is the new Black Ops 7 Zombies poster that we got. Prepare for the ride of your life. And sure as shit, look at that. A zombified bear. A zombear, if you will. That is scary, dude. That creeps me the flip out as to how tanky that thing is going to be, how scary that thing is going to be. That is crazy. And then look at that. Got the 4 OG guys in the Wonder vehicle. Honestly, this is a really badass poster. You got the bad guy looming in the background. I have seen a lot of speculation off the glint of his sunglasses that looks like a rocket station, kind of like how Ascension was, and then that is some like kind of weird pyramid. So that is going to be really cool. And oh man, that is a really good cover poster for zombies, I will admit. Black Ops 6. See, and then okay, here's the thing. Now they got the Ashes of the Damned logo, which my only problem with is it looks exactly like the one with the tomb. I mean, the two look super identical, and that's just kind of like, not the end of the world, but like, come on, come up with some different themes, you know. And then Feast Your Ears on Damned 8, the official Black Ops 7 Zombies main theme. When the choir hits, precision emoji. All right, let's hear it. got some classical stuff. Ooh, okay, okay. Okay, I fuck with it. Nice. Okay. Ah, they got the old theme mixed in. Okay, I'm not gonna listen to the last 2 minutes, but that's not a bad theme. I like it. It's still got the zombies vibe. It's got the old theme still tainted in there, along with new vocals. So that's not bad. I like that. And then Black Ops 6. There is one more thing. Don't look back. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Look at that Beastie Boy. Objects in mirror deadlier than they appear. I love that. Oh my gosh, that is scary. If I'm looking in my rearview mirror and I see that fucking chasing me, oh, interesting. And in this mirror, we got little denizens. Those kind of look like denizens, although those also kind of look like the monkeys from Ascension on steroids. At least that's what it looks like to me. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. A little sneak peek at some of the enemies in there. And here we go. This is what I really wanted to show. One more thing. We're excited to announce the voice cast for our newest Black Ops 7 Zombies crew. Nikolai Belensky, voiced by Fred Tatasciore, who... God, I can't speak today. Who voiced the OG. It's literally got all of the OG voice actors. Edward Richtofen, voiced by Nolan North. Tank Dempsey, voiced by Steve Bloom. Except for Takeo Masaki, voiced by Nelson Lee. Because the OG voice actor had a stroke. He can't voice act no more because Tom Kane had a stroke and wasn't able to do it anymore. And which kind of caused a lot of nerve from people. With somebody else being in that role. And now they got somebody named Nelson Lee. So hopefully he does a good job. Right here, Treyarch said, it's nearly impossible to put into words how immensely grateful we are for Tom Kane's performances as Taki over the years. And we wish him and his family all love in the world from everyone here at Treyarch. A few words from Nelson Lee and stepping into the role of this new 16th century incarnation of Takeo, I cannot begin to express my excitement and gratitude for being entrusted with the iconic role of Takeo. This character's incredible history within the Zombies universe was only made possible by the performances of the incomparable Tom Kane. The weight of Tom's legacy as Takeo is not lost upon me, and his work can never be replaced. All I can do is provide my humble take on this beloved character, and as a huge COD fan myself, I can't wait for you to play as this new version of Takeo in November. So hopefully he does a good job. I will keep my fingers crossed. But the fact that these three have their OG voice actors makes me really, really happy because they are really, really good, especially my boy, Nolan North. It makes this video pretty funny in hindsight. Yeah, I remember that video. I cried during that video. It was sad. But that is pretty much all of the Zombies content that has been posted for this week. My personal thoughts, I think it'll be okay. It seems I'm kind of getting a lot more excited for this than was Black Ops 6 Zombies. Sorry. So yeah, it seems to be good. I like the new enemies. I kind of like the vibe that they're going for. I just hope it sticks. I hope the plot is a lot better because the plot in Black Ops 6 and even in Cold War wasn't that good. So I really hope they amp up the plot. Shattered Veil and Reckoning were honestly a really good start to that, where it actually had a plot behind it. And even though they didn't have intro cutscenes, which sucked, Shattered Veil had a mid-boss fight, mid-Easter egg cutscene and an ending cutscene, and Reckoning had the really good ending cutscene. So I just really hope they continue starting with intro cutscenes because those are important to set the theme for the map. But other than that, stay tuned. Next week I'm going to make another video covering everything that comes out next week. Get ready for the beta. Get ready for Battlefield 6. I know I haven't really posted much this month, but October is going to be jam-packed. We have so much stuff to do in October. Mainly Battlefield 6. Black Ops 7 beta comes out next month, and then that comes out in November. That's going to be amazing. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on this video. And even subscribe to the channel. Check out my Discord. We have all sorts of conversations and discussions in there. So come be a part of the Ghost Legion. And that is all I have for this video. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye!